spent 4 years playing with LeBron and you're watching him do what he does in year 17. How do you think he's been able to maintain this level of play? Because we've never seen a guy play this well this late into their career. We can debate, Chris, we can debate who's the GOAT, who's had the greatest seasons, all we want to. But we can't debate this. Nobody has ever played this well this late into an NBA career.
You know what, man? He puts so much into his body so early. Everybody is just now being able to kind of see the benefits that he's reaping, but he's put in the work. He was stretching twice a day, had a trainer, was doing all the things when we were in our early 20s. I remember seeing him, and he has a guy that stretches him, and they're doing tissue work and all those kind of things. Even if I wanted to do it, I don't even know where to start.
Right.
You know, so just his foresight back then to take care of his body, do the right things, invest in himself. Now he's reaping the benefits. Now he can combine that want and that drive with physically actually being able to do it and compete for championships. And, you know, Mike Jordan, man, it was all real to us. Mike Jordan and Kobe, they were playing very well at 36, you know, so he's 35. I know he's like, okay, at least until 36 plus one more. I'm sure he wants to play this way until he's 37 and then see where he's at after that. But I mean, he's put the time in, he's put the work in, he's made the sacrifice, and now he's able to, you know, keep playing ball at that level.
What do you think LeBron's greatest attribute is?
His longevity, his durability. Never seen anything like it. Play like a guy that plays every night. Every night he plays, you know, and just that has allowed him to be able to do the things that he does. I mean, you know, obviously we can talk about talent. We can talk about the things he can do, but unless you're out there on the court, you can't do it. He's done a tremendous job in taking care of himself and really dedicating himself to the stretching, the treatments, the weight room, you know, those other things you don't see.
Eating, the rest.
The eating, you know, all of those things that allow you to perform on the court, but nobody sees.
People always talk about his basketball IQ. Explain to people what basketball IQ is, because there are a lot of guys that can play, and I don't want to get into the name, but you like, bruh, you have no idea. You can just put the ball in the hoop, but you don't understand angles. You don't understand game time situations.
Right.
You don't foul a guy that's struggling to shoot the ball. You don't foul him on a 3-point shot.
Right.
You don't give up the baseline to a right-handed guy on the right side. I mean, things of that nature. So talk about LeBron's basketball IQ.
Well, I mean, he's made that commitment too, to mentally dive into those things that, okay, this particular player, he's really good at, you know, the 2-dribble pull-up going left. Make sure you force him right. And then you store that in your brain, because you're going to play these guys. If I'm playing Bradley Beal, I need to be able to call on a drop what his best move is.
Right.
2-dribble, step back, watch the film. Dribble left, step back, 3. That's his move. You know, so you get to a level and then you start just dissecting guys quickly, and you keep storing that information. Then you get to the team. Okay, now you get to the coach. Yeah, this coach runs this set, these kind of plays. Okay, this, you know, this situation, you know, just storing the information and just recalling it quickly. And like, I was always envious of LeBron, because for his whole career, he's had the ball in his hands. He's 6'8", and he can see over everybody, you know? So he's like, has the ball in his hands and he can watch the offense move.
Right.
I'm a post guy. It's always something behind me.
Somebody behind you.
Somebody's behind me that I can't see. So, you know, LeBron might be looking, I don't know what's behind me. You know, I got to watch film. So, you know, just him being able to do that for his entire career and combining all that information and just living in it, you know, of course, you're gonna be a savant.
Are you surprised that he's playing this well this late, and that he has the Lakers one game away from being world champs?
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, as soon as he went to LA, I figured they would have a shot at it. As soon as they got AD, they were my favorites to win it. I mean, you know, just combining those tremendous talents, and then building that team around it, and having guys like Frank Vogel, guys like Jason Kidd, you know, guys like Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee with their championship and finals experience, you know, coming in and leading that locker room. I mean, you knew that they were going to be primed to win one. They have a chance. They're on the precipice of it now. They just got to finish it, and we'll see if they're able to have a run.
DWade said Anthony Davis is LeBron James' all-time best teammate. Do you agree or disagree?
I disagree. He's being humble. You know, this,
he might
this
be more talented, but not the best.
Not the best. And I mean, you know, and I only say that because what I watched LeBron and Dwayne do, I haven't seen anything since. It was entertaining.
Right.
You know, they're throwing lobs off the backboard. They're doing stuff you play Nerf ball with and do with your friends in Little League. You know, just the effect that they had on the culture of things and on the game, and the way that they were able to combine their styles. It doesn't really make any sense. They're two slashers,
because both of those guys are ball dominant.
Right,
AD
ball dominant.
Really, actually, yeah. LeBron and AD are a better fit because DWade and LeBron were both ball dominant. DWade had to sacrifice more than AD ever did because LeBron is really starting the offense through AD now.
For sure. Absolutely. And he's doing that. And they can run a screen and roll with AD. We never ran screen and rolls until late with LeBron and D. But like just the way that they were able to combine their forces and figure things out. I mean, I just feel that that was just a great compliment, and it was entertaining and just so fun to watch. It was just all good. You know, it wasn't going to be anything in the media. It wasn't going to be anything on the court. You were just going to watch some amazing basketball.
Does it help that DWade and LeBron were such good friends? LeBron and AD are such great friends. Does that really help with how well they mesh and how well they play? Because they can say things to one another that another teammate probably would be unwilling to say and not say, because they talk about how DWade held LeBron accountable, LeBron held DWade accountable, vice versa with AD and LeBron. Do you think that type of relationship helps?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, you have to respect the person that you're playing with. You have to be a friend. I mean, you have to care because let me tell you, when it's like game 6 or something and you're dead tired and you have nothing left to give and there's still 2 quarters left and there's a loose ball. You gotta go get it. Matter of fact, LeBron threw the loose ball, and if I don't like him to a certain degree,
hey, you threw that, bro. You go get it.
You know, I didn't throw it. You got to go get it, man, and you have to be able to sacrifice for each other, and you know, you got to stay. That's a huge part of being a team. You have to come together as a team. You got to be that solid unit. And, you know, you just have to, it helps when you like each other. Because, yeah, you're going to have some uncomfortable conversations some days. And, yeah, you might have to tell your teammate, yo, you need to play better.
Right.
And you're not giving, I need more. Or you're not, that was bull. Or, you know, just to keep people accountable. I think that's hugely important. And if you like them, it makes it easier.
What would a 4th ring for a 3rd team do for LeBron James?
Oh, it'd be great. I mean, you know, the way I see it, it's a story still being told. You know, I have a little bit of experience with championships. I know you just want to get there. So actually winning another one would be, of course, any one you get is tremendous. Winning it this year in particular, RIP Kobe, you know, and winning it for the Lakers, that's a whole, you know, other thing. Yeah, it's just, I mean, just Brian has a whole, and this is just me talking, it's not him. He just has a whole other outlook on the game. He's thinking of it as a totality, not so much as a city, a person, a place, or a thing. He's like, oh man, I won with the Lakers. Wow. And then with the Heat back to back. Oh, and then brought one to Cleveland. I mean, just it's a whole body of work. And I know he probably has a number in his head that he could get to. That's possible.
Because
Kobe won. Oh, go ahead.
But Chris, you heard what they said. LeBron went to the Lakers. to retire, spend his last couple of years. He wanted to be close to Hollywood. He wanted to act. He didn't want to be Michael Jordan. He wanted to be Michael B. Jordan. He wanted to do movie projects. Hey, Chris, you heard it all. You heard it all. This is what they said about the man.
Right.
He came to retire. Even after the historic season that he had just put up, coming off the NBA Finals, he said he's going to LA to retire.
Nah, I don't think so. Not that he won't retire in LA, but if they win this fourth one, that's the start of a run. He's in his mind. They're going to do this, until, contract, obligations are one thing, but, if they can sign AD, they're definitely going to try.
You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button to become an official member of Club Shay Shay, where we always do something for two something.